This is Sarcasm Speaks. It's Jared and Bob coming at you. I'm fucking flying around. I literally just got home, I don't know, 20 minutes ago. What a day. So we got home. I literally sat down and ate. Luckily we had salmon, not to get too much into it. Fish is real easy to cook, cooks up real fast. So Amy already had the other shit ready to go. So we're good there. Fucking like stuffing it in my face, trying to get ready and get up here. And yeah, so day 2 of the new job. I got home at 7:00, like ish, rough. It might have been 7:05, doesn't really matter. But you'll appreciate this. I don't know if our listeners will, but whatever. This is a conversation between you and I, and they can tag along or they can fucking pound sand.
I'll just make fun of you because if they hate you, then they can at least get behind that.
Yes. So you will appreciate this because you have similar experience that I do working in the event world. So with my new job, it is a change management consulting firm type of deal. So essentially what we do is we help big corporations go through anything from like a structural, like organizational change to legitimate, like physical relocations. So I started yesterday. Again, today is day 2. The place I'm at is in Cambridge. I probably shouldn't say the name. So I'm not gonna, but it's a big company in Cambridge. They're consolidating. They built 2 brand new buildings right next to each other. They're coming from everywhere to consolidate. And so here's the scenario. Last week, before I started, my buddy Nick that got me the job in there was telling me a story that last week was actual like physical move week. Like they were moving furniture in, the electricians were there setting everything up. And then it's a brand like whatever 6 months ago, like the building didn't exist. It wasn't like the current footprint, like wasn't there. It was just fucking an empty lot. So it's a legitimate brand new building. So last week was like the final touches, like I said, electricians moving furniture in, setting everything up, getting everything ready, because yesterday was the first day of business for this company. So Nick is telling me that last Friday, they had a moving company scheduled to come bring some stuff over from the old location. And on Thursday night at 4:45, Nick received a phone call from one of the guy who runs the project for Company X. And he goes, "Hey, we just kind of realized that the tables that are in all of these new like focus rooms and like breakout rooms and shit like that are too small. So we want the tables from our old location. So is there any way you can tell the moving company to take all of the tables from our old location and bring them over here tomorrow?" And Nick is like, "Well, first of all, it's 4:45 on Thursday, and you want me to tell the moving company to do this tomorrow. Second of all, no, we can't do that because they are only scheduled to have 2 trucks, and there is 7 truckloads worth of tables at the old location that needs to be brought to the new location." So whatever, that was that scenario, right? So fast forward to today. Today is the day that the moving company could get the 90 to 100 tables from the old location and bring them over. So this morning, Nick and I go to the old location and we count all of the tables that are coming over. There's 10 floors in the old building. So we go through every single focus room, breakout room to check. And now we were told that we needed, I'm making numbers up here, we needed 25 6-foot recs and 75 8-foot recs. So we go through and we're counting them and we're like, all right, that's an 8-footer, that's a 6-footer. You know, we go through, I take the even floors, Nick takes the odd floors. We go around, we tally all the tables, and then we get together at the end on the 10th floor and we combine our numbers and we go over everything. And we're like, the first thing I said to him was, did you notice that the tables started to get smaller in the higher up in the floors that you went? And he was like, yeah, I thought I did, but I wasn't too sure. But like, I'm almost certain there were some like 4-foot tables in there too. And I was like, yeah, I thought that was kind of weird. Well, come to find out, we were told 2 lengths, right? 6 foot, 8 foot. The moving company measured them all. There were 12 different lengths of tables that were in the old location, ranging from 6 feet to 7 feet, 11 inches. So like that's, 12, there were 12 different various lengths in between 6 feet and 7 feet, 11 inches. So our observations of being like, it looked like the tables are a lot smaller as we went up was actually true, because there was tables of all different sizes as we were counting them. Then, so we count all the tables. There's 160 tables total that we counted. So now Nick's like, dude, we were told like we only needed to bring over 90. Like, so then he had to like call the guy and be like, are we bringing all 160? The guy's like, no. Just bring the 90. Just bring the 90. We really just need the 6-footers and the 8-footers. And
what about the 7 foot 11ers?
At this point, we didn't know that there was 12 different variations of table length. We didn't find that out until later this afternoon, probably around noon. Because we were over there first thing this morning. So we go through, we get that settled, we go, and then literally takes all day, right? So the moving company, this is the best part. The old tables at the old location, 90% of them, so every table that wasn't in a conference room, so 90% of them needed to be disassembled in order to be taken out of the room because they wouldn't fit through the doorway. So they had to take off 2 legs of the table to bring it out and then reassemble the table once they got it out of the room. And there was 8 screws holding the legs on. So they had to go zip out 8 screws, pop the legs off, slide the table out, zip in 8 screws, fucking flip it, stack them on top of each other, shrink wrap them, and then move them to be staged to bring down the elevator to get loaded and then delivered.
To be fair, that's pretty standard for movers. They're expected to do that.
Yeah. So then Nick gets a phone call at like 2:30, 2 o'clock from the guy on the project, like the contact guy. And he goes, hey, we've got 5. I just found out we have 5 truckloads worth of computer monitors being delivered between 3 and 4. And the moving company told us they were bringing 100 tables over around 3:30. There's only 2 docks on the loading dock. The moving company has like 5 trucks worth of tables. And now we have 5 trucks worth of computer monitors. So it was a giant fucking clusterfuck. And we didn't get out of there until probably almost 5:30. And we were planning on being out of there by 4. So then obviously, you toss in Boston traffic and getting back home and all that shit leads to me not getting home until like 7:05. But like I said, I feel like you would appreciate that because it's stereotypical. Like that's the event world, right? Like that's what we dealt with in college and grad school. It's like,
it's anything
last minute changes. This gets fucked up. Oh, I need you to go do that. And then no one communicates, right?
Well, no, it's anything like logistical like that, where it's like we're looking around and going, these tables look small. You know what we should do? Get the old ones. And we should get them immediately.
Yeah.
Like, okay, good. Let's get those tables immediately. Yep. Need those tables. Got them. Yep. Okay. Call the moving company. Get those tables ASAP, whatever. Like we're on it. Oh yeah. No one checked to see if there were any other deliveries or anything else coming that day. thus not being able to actually complete. But we need those tables. Gotta have
Yep.
those
Yep.
tables.
Oh, and then the best part too is they're taking the new tables from the new location and they're bringing them back to the old location because the old location is being taken over by this is a massive company. Again, I don't know if I'm allowed to say the Nick company
Probably just wouldn't.
but I'm not gonna. So this massive company is moving into the old location. So we're essentially flipping tables on them. However, all of the tables that were bought for the new location that are now being brought back to the old one were purchased brand new for the new location. So someone just bought the wrong size, which was a big whoops.
I mean, dude, it's like it happens.
Imagine buying the wrong size tables.
It happens. If you go into the drawing software, I forget what we had. What was it called?
EMS.
It was EMS.
Yeah.
Oh, we must have had R25 before then. So EMS. Yeah, they must have just went into EMS and because their boss was like, hey, what size tables we need? Well, how do you find out? My bad, sorry. And then they must have went and figured it out and it was the wrong size.
Yep.
Fucking happens, dude.
But instead of buying, the wrong size of like 12 cocktail tables,
I think it was 6.
Yeah, even better. So you bought 6 cocktail tables that were too big. Someone bought an entire building's worth of 10 floors worth of stuff that was too small for the rooms that like only one person could sit at. So then that had to be brought back to the old and like swapping the tables. Whereas like if they had planned and measured things out and actually like thought about it, they could have not purchased new stuff and just brought all the old stuff to the new place because that's what they have now anyway. So like if that's what you're going to do, like why wouldn't you just do that from the beginning and then save money by not buying new tables?
Because depending on the size of these companies, it don't matter.
No, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
Yeah, like if that person made $100,000 mistake between the ordering of materials, all the freight, and then the moving company coming over with the old stuff and then bringing the new stuff out, even if it was $100,000, which I think that's probably too much. Who cares?
Yeah, they don't give a fuck. It's a drop in the bucket for them. So that was the logistical nightmare that we dealt with today.
It's gonna be funny when you look back and go, hey, remember when I thought that table thing was like a bad day?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought the tables was hectic.
Yeah.
And then insert whatever.
Dude, I mean, I can tell you all kinds of crazy shit. Like it's legitimately a brand new building. And one of the floors has like an outdoor patio. Well, it was pretty windy today. And the door to the patio kept blowing open. And this isn't like a screen door or like a door that you have in your house. This is like a 12-foot door made out of metal and glass that like opens out into this beautiful patio that overlooks like the Charles River. So we're like, the initial thought is like, oh, well, just keep the door locked. And then you're like, well, you can't keep the door locked because the whole point of the door is to be able to open out and go to the patio. So when people are on the patio, when the weather is actually nice and the wind is blowing, it's going to blow this massive fucking door. Again, it's not a small door, but it's going to blow it open. So we're like,
they should put in a real fake door.
Did no one think about like maybe you put in a heavy duty fucking like striker or like whatever it is, like maybe you make it a magnetized door, like but it's like this again, it's logistical random shit that like pops up. That's like you sit there and you think about it and you're like, no one thought about this. Like no one thought about this.
Well, I even wonder it's and I know a glass guy, but
yeah,
sometimes not even like, because the company who wants is like, oh, we want this outdoor patio and we want this door. And it's like, I don't think the installer of said door should have said, yeah, we'll do that. Or what do you want? You want that? No, that don't work.
Yeah.
Like whoever put the door in should have fucking known that, I think. I don't know. I'll have to ask my glass contacts.
Yeah. But it's just like random shit. Like and then because they're like energy efficient, right? Because it's a brand new building and everyone's trying to be green, there's certain outlets that are energy savers that when there's no motion detected, it's like motion detector ceiling lights. Like if you sit still in an office for long enough, the lights just turn off. It's that, but connected to outlets as well as the overhead lights. So theoretically, if someone is in one of these spaces and their computer is plugged into an outlet that is attached to the motion sensor light and they don't move for an extended period of time and the motion sensor light turns off, it also cuts the power to the outlet as well. So then their computer loses power.
Yep, that's definitely getting too cute.
Yep. But thank God we're all, we're going green, right?
Yeah, well, think of all the energy you'll save.
Yeah, for all that energy that we'll save.
Never mind that you just fucking bought brand new tables just to give them away, basically, effectively.
Yeah, pretty much.
And actually, really all you did, because if these tables aren't big enough for anyone to really use, so you're bringing them back to the old place, and then the old place is going to be like,
we can't do anything with these.
What the fuck? You need to get rid of these.
Yeah. Yep.
And then someone will probably be like, well, no, they're brand new. You can have them. And they're like, we don't fucking want them.
Yeah, they suck. They're big enough for one person to sit at.
Yep. And then they'll probably dispose of them. And they'll probably sue the other company for the cost to dispose of the tables. Yeah. So those brand new tables will probably just get fucking thrown away.
Probably.
Or donated, or I don't know. Probably donated.
Yeah, I would hope that they would be donated. Imagine.
So all that over tables.
Yep. Well, go because no one thought to measure the fucking tables when they bought them.
Yep.
Or like when they purchased them, right? Like, oh, how big is this? Oh, it's a 3.5 foot table. Yeah, that seems like it's good enough. How big were the tables that we had at the old place? They were probably the same size, right? Yeah, 3.5. Yeah,
7.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, you didn't think? Like you didn't think, huh? Nope. All right.
No one thinks.
But things are going swimmingly. It's my second day. Like I said, I haven't really been able to do much, but like there's been plenty of fucking entertainment. That's for sure. So, speaking of entertainment, we're not going to have any of that in this state, right? Because we're not going to get sports betting now.
Yeah, that seems to be the attitude from the Bankroll boys from 98.5 The Sports Hub. They're thinking sports betting in Massachusetts is fucking dead.
Yeah.
And I've switched my opinion. I know Nikos at one point said Massachusetts doesn't deserve it. They really fucking don't.
At this point, I think I'm going to get on board with that too.
Even Rhode Island, the state that didn't show up for the Revolutionary War, when all the colonies said, hey, we're going to rebel against the British. And they're like, they look at Rhode Island, they go, we need you too. And they're like, yep, we'll be there. Don't you worry, we'll be there. And it's like, go to fight the British. Where the fuck is Rhode Island? Nowhere to be found. Call them up later. Rhode Island, what the fuck? You said you'd be there. Oh, yeah, no, we didn't make it. Fucking Rhode Island.
Fucking losers.
But they deserve our money more than Massachusetts does.
Yeah, I mean, so them and also so does Antigua.
So the reason why this is happening is I would love to read the Boston Globe article that came out today, but I can't because it's behind a paywall. So Boston Globe,
fuck the Globe.
Go fuck yourself.
Well, it's because they're owned by the Times, and the Times does the same bullshit.
Right. So I can't read the Boston Globe article. So instead, I'm on Sports Business Journal. And someone from the Globe or in the Globe article, there's no organized opposition to legal sports betting in Massachusetts. All major sports franchises and casinos support it. So why the fuck don't we still have it? Like I've been telling you, it keeps getting caught up in the fucking Senate.
Yep.
The Senate fears that easier access to wagering in Massachusetts could put people at risk of losing their money.
You don't say, huh?
You're right. It could. Definitely could.
Yeah.
You know what else could help people lose money? Betting through a bookie, betting through Antigua, driving over the border to New Hampshire, driving over the border to Connecticut, driving over the border to Rhode Island.
Yep.
What did I say? Did I say bookie the first time?
Yeah.
Illegally. So illegal, offshore, or driving to a neighboring state.
Yeah.
If people want to bet in Massachusetts, they're already doing it. That's how this works.
Yes.
That's why we should have it. If you want to protect the people, then you want it legal and regulated.
Yes. So
That's what you want.
To the point that you just made, let me put it this way. There is nobody in Massachusetts that wants to place a wager that doesn't, because it's not legalized here. Does that part make sense? Like, anybody that wants to place their wager that currently lives in Massachusetts is going to do it some various way. The other half of that is there are people that live in Massachusetts that would bet if it were legalized that don't currently. Right? Does you see like what the dots I'm trying to connect there? So like all of the people that want to bet currently do already some of the ways that you did. The people that would bet if it were legalized would just add more. So by making it legal, you're not going to lose anybody. Like there's only a benefit. There's only a way to make more money.
But no, they're pretending that they care about us individually.
That's funny.
They're talking gambling addiction and problem gambling. They think that by legalizing it, individuals are going to lose money.
So they need to outlaw casinos then. Why did we make casinos legal back in whatever it was, 2007?
Here's the big one. Get rid of the lottery.
Yeah.
You want people to stop losing money? Get rid of the lottery.
Get rid of the lottery. Get rid of the casinos then.
Get rid of the most successful. Dude, they don't like see, this is the thing though. They don't like the casinos in the Senate. They would get rid of them in a fucking heartbeat if they could.
Yeah.
They don't like them. They still don't like them. 12 years later, they don't fucking like them. They would love to get rid of the casinos for whatever fucking reason. I don't get it. Lottery must be really fucking paying well to the Senate.
Yeah.
Get rid of the mass lottery, the strongest lottery per capita in the country. Get rid of it.
Yep.
If you're worried about people losing money, you have to get rid of the lottery. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Because any idiot can go and buy scratch tickets, put money on the number to get Powerball tickets. I fucking promise you this problem gambling with that shit. And I always make fun of it because when I used to work the lottery, I would have the same people every fucking day. And they did not fucking win. I fucking promise you they did not win. And they didn't win regularly.
You also, you only have to be 18 to play the lottery. Yep. You got to be 21 to get into a casino.
Yep. And if you want to do your moral high horse bullshit, which is crap, I, as the Stop and Shop employee, isn't going to stop anyone from coming up. It's like the woman who bought 18 consecutive $20 tickets from me. She spent $360. 18 consecutive. I think she might have hit in those 18, but she didn't give me any tickets to cash.
Yeah.
18 consecutive, $360. And I just kept fucking giving them to her. So if you're concerned, then you should be able to cut people off like bartenders. Like, nah, man, I think you've had enough scratch tickets for today.
Right. Right.
You can't tell me how many scratch tickets I've had. Yeah, I fucking should, because we as a state and as a lottery agent, we should be concerned about you losing money.
Right.
So how about
That's what they're saying.
So how about this? Lottery, you need better odds.
Yeah.
Take out the house's advantage. Everything should be 50-50. Abolish the
Imagine.
lottery. Like you're concerned about people losing money. Get rid of it. So because of that, the state they don't deserve sports betting.
No.
And if we never get it, I think I'm fine with that now. I'm okay.
Yeah, I'll just continue using
I'm good.
mybookie.com. You guys can use mybookie.com too. If you head over there and use our promo code Sarcasm Pod when you first sign up, they will double your first deposit up to $1,000. So if you want to deposit 1,000, that means you get 2,000. They match it, and now you're off to the races. So if you live in Massachusetts, fuck them. Go to mybookie.com, promo code Sarcasm Pod to double your first deposit.
Yep. And the house, honestly, the house was like ready. Like they did this the right way, the way it should be, the way that other states are doing it. In person at racetracks and casinos, mobile. No, you can bet on college sports, but not the teams in the state, which is fine. I think it's a bullshit
whatever
argument, but it's kind of the norm now.
Yeah.
Except I don't know what you can do in Nevada. I don't know if you can bet on Nevada colleges in Vegas. I don't know if you can or can't.
Yeah.
But you can't in New Jersey. At least mobily. I don't know if you can in person, but
yeah. I mean, when's the last time any one of us ever bet on BC?
I fucking hope you wouldn't.
I mean, I've bet against BC.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just don't see, like, again, if Baker estimated 35 million in annual revenue, I just don't understand how it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
35 million free dollars.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it blows my mind, truthfully. Like I don't know.
Yeah, and again, the bankroll boys, they seem to think that now it's just dead. Now, why they think that, I don't know. I wouldn't consider them legislative experts.
Right.
I wouldn't consider them, PhDs in legalization.
No.
But they seem to think that that this thing's fucking dead now.
You haven't seen Daniel Wallach talk about it, have you?
No, but I don't follow Daniel Wallach on. I don't follow him on Sarcasm Speaks.
Oh,
I only follow him on mine.
Anybody that's listening, it's like, who the fuck is Daniel Wallach? Is he a sports gambling lawyer?
Yeah.
Is that like what he does? Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know where he's based out of.
Gaming law and sports betting attorney.
Yes.
He teaches at UNH.
Okay. All right. So he's a local guy.
Perhaps.
But he talks about different states and their sports betting and sports legal sports betting process. Jesus, that was a hard thing to say. So he'll like tweet out and give some information and be like, this is where this state is right now in their process. And this is why Massachusetts sucks. And here's where this other state is. And oh, by the way, Massachusetts still sucks. And, he'll go through the intricacies of like Massachusetts currently has 7 bills awaiting, to be looked at or whatever. 2 of them are like this, 3 of them are like that. 1 of them has this. Like he's a pretty good follow. If you guys are interested in learning more about like the sports gambling legal side of it and like how it would become if ever in this state, Daniel Wallach is a good follow.
Yeah. So my big takeaway from today, the only thing I've got is someone is either paying to delay this or someone isn't paying enough to get this.
Yeah.
One or the other. There's no reason the Senate should be hung up on caring about us. They're like,
yeah,
I know that government is supposed to be for the people, but it absolutely is not.
Nope.
You can't tell me it is. You can't tell me that now they've decided to act. So no, I'm not buying that at all.
Yeah.
You can go fuck yourself on that one. Again, especially with how strong our lottery is and they're concerned about people losing money. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't track. So the lottery is probably defending this because the lottery wants the control. That's the problem. They want the control, and just like Ian said, so that they can do like parlay cards and shit that'll never win.
Right.
But if the lottery does it, it's okay. But if a sports book does it, it's not okay. Even though like the format of like the Canadian system, which if it was ever adopted, is so far against the better that even if like the lottery got it, these people are still talking out of the fucking side of their mouth.
Oh yeah. So I don't know. I'm on board with you. At this point, we don't fucking deserve it.
I don't think they deserve it anymore.
I'm just gonna have to download, what is it now, the Bally's app, and drive 5 minutes down the road so I can fucking place some bets.
I mean, either way, it's still just stay offshore. Like
Yeah.
I'll just stay offshore for mobile, and when I drive through New Hampshire, I'll get on DraftKings.
Yep.
And if I want to do some in-person tickets at Twin River, I think I will. I want to get a couple in-person tickets on the Masters. I don't have my lineup yet.
Yeah.
I did add a Justin Rose 50-1.
Ooh,
when I was in New Hampshire.
I like that.
So I got Cam Smith 30-1 and Justin Rose 50-1 right now.
Yeah.
Just building my portfolio, man. You know.
Yeah. You know.
Just building the portfolio. Which credit to all the gamblers that do stuff like that and win. But when you say you're building your portfolio, you are wagering. You are making bets. That's what you are doing.
Yeah.
You're not a sports investor. Nope, you're gambling.
Nope.
Now you may be good at it. That might be how you generate all, if not a good amount of your income. But a lot of you people make your money off your media obligations.
Yeah.
Like
most.
And listen, Ian's our guy.
Yeah.
Ian does not make his yearly salary based on his bets.
No.
Ian is a writer
Yeah.
and editor.
Yes.
So when Ian doesn't do this, he's very clear.
Yeah.
Where if he says if he's just profitable betting every single game of the tournament, he's happy. Anyone who reads between the lines there knows he's going to win a couple bucks and that's it.
Right.
It'll just float him until his next adventure, which is fun. It's fun to follow.
Yeah.
But yeah, like when you are a radio host and then you tell me you're a sports investor, I don't fucking think so.
Yeah. I don't think so either. That's just, you're just blowing smoke.
But yeah, I want to get, because I've got a winning ticket from the Super Bowl. So I might have like 38, 80 or something. If I have that, I might put in a bunch of futures.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I know we talked about this, off air, but I think we're going to try and see if we can find a time for Ian to come on before the Masters to do a Masters preview show. So that would be fun. I got to reach out to him. I don't know, maybe next week at some point. So
we got to remember, if we need to get him for next week. So you might want to reach out to him tomorrow because we only have, I mean, I can be flexible, but we only have like so many recording days before
we
get to the tournament.
Yeah.
And I don't want the preview to come out on the Thursday of the tournament. I want it to come out the Monday.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Cause in my head, I thought like, oh, it'll just come out on the Thursday one. We can do the Monday.
If it's a preview, it should come out on the Monday. I think.
Yeah. No, that.
And if anyone wants to tail us, they can.
Right. No, that part makes way more sense. Yeah.
It's hard to probably fade out. It's hard to fade outright picks, but then you would know who not to take.
Yeah. Like I told you I sprinkled on Shane Lowry.
64.
Yeah. I think that's what I got him at. Like I said to you, I feel like he's kind of peaking at the right time. He's been kicking around in the tournaments that he's played in the last few. He's played well. I think I forget the stats that I sent you. I can go back to the text message and see if I can find them. But did I just send it to you or did I send it to the you and Jones group?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can search. Actually, that's probably would make more sense if I just search Lowry in my text messages. Yeah. So I got him 64-1. His putting has been very good. Yeah. He ranks 29th in strokes gained approach and 13th in strokes gained putting. He finished second at the Honda, T13 at Sawgrass. And at that time, he was T10 at, when was this? Oh, this past weekend. I don't know how he finished, to be honest.
Fine. Maybe definitely top 20, but probably not top 10.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go back real quick at the
dude, you must have moved the line. He's down to 62-1.
Yeah. I'm a sharp. You can call me a sharp. Sharp
Yeah,
fucking idiot.
like I told you with him, it's like I think if he doesn't win, it'll be because he's not that strong around the greens. But
yeah.
I mean, $5 at 64-1 that's not worth not taking because of that.
Yeah, he finished T12. So he was minus 11 for the tournament. So 6 shots off the lead. So he's played well, right? So his last 3 tournaments have been second, T13, and T12.
Well, he's also his approach play right now is fucking unbelievable.
Unreal.
He is like, and even from like different splits, it's like he is just like really doing very well with his approach play. And I forget what my yardages are at Augusta, but I think he fits. Like I'm trying to remember. I think he fits the correlated distances.
Yeah.
It's just that around the green is like a little concerning because you don't have to be a statistically or career good putter to putt well on a given week at Augusta, if that makes sense.
Right. No, yeah.
So you have guys like Bubba Watson is not a career putter.
Right.
Phil isn't that good of a putter either, career.
No.
Tiger, pretty good.
Yeah.
But even then, he's really not as good as a lot of people think.
Yeah.
Just pure putting. But your ability to get up and down is fairly important because you will miss greens.
Yep.
And you can't be giving shots away.
Right.
Cam Smith down to 15-1.
Wow, we got a great price. We got a great closing line value on that one.
Dude, we're just on the right side of the number.
Yeah. we got him at what, 30-1?
30-1.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm looking at it now too, and Shane Lowry in his last 2 Masters finished T25 and T21. So yeah, he's been kicking around the top 20. And he's playing really well, right? Like I said, I feel like he's peaking. He's peaking right now. Is he playing this weekend in the match play?
He is. I think I liked him to come out of his group, but I think I was going to go with somebody else out of his grouping.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, I'll have to maybe look at those tonight. I haven't, like I said, today was just kind of a crazy hectic day. I haven't been able to look at anything. I won't be writing anything for the WGC match play because it starts tomorrow, which is Wednesday instead of Thursday. So that one less day gives me way less time to look at things, look at numbers, and then write anything. So if you've been following on sarcasmspeaks.com, there will not be a WGC article, a betting article this week, just because started a new job and it starts a day early on Wednesday. So is what it is. We'll get them next week. I don't even know what tournament is next week.
The Valero.
The Valero. Yeah. So that'll be a snooze fest. But then, in 2 weeks, we get the Masters. So pretty fucking pumped for that, at least. So
where are my bets?
I think I tailed Ian on a couple bets for the WGC just because I didn't have, like I said, I didn't have time to look into any of my own shit. So I just put in whatever Ian had. I think he was on Kevin Kisner to win.
What, the whole thing?
Yeah. And then I don't know. I'll have to look. I got to load mybookie.com. Great betting website over there. If it wants to load, of course not. It doesn't want to let me in.
What did he list them out or he take a thing? Oh. Yeah. He took Kisner. Kevin Kisner is the most Ian. What the fuck? He is not the most underrated match play golfer on the PGA Tour. Everyone knows he's good in match play. He's probably like the most correctly rated.
Yeah. Because no one would bet on him to win like a regular tournament, but everyone bets on him in match play.
People liked him lately.
I don't know what the fuck is going on with my phone. My internet just stopped working. Hopefully the feed doesn't cut out. What did I take? I took
all he said was take Kiz.
Did I not bet it? I don't think it went through. I don't know. I'll deal with that after. But there was another person that I took that I think I liked. I forget who it was. And then I took someone in a matchup. But all I did was just like scroll through the matchups and be like, oh, I like that. Oh, it was Tyrrell Hatton. I took Tyrrell Hatton. He was minus 140 against, I don't know, somebody. Because Hatton's really good when it comes to match play too. So that's that. We're gonna have a wheat shortage coming up soon.
A wheat?
Wheat. Because apparently, just to compound everything that's going on in the world, when prices are going up and all kinds of bullshit, inflation, gas, whatever, you name it. Apparently, the war in Ukraine is causing wheat prices to soar because Russia is the world's largest producer of wheat. And Ukraine is also one of the major producers of wheat. Together, the countries combine to supply 26% of the global wheat export. So 2 countries make up over a fourth of the wheat that is used around the world. And those 2 countries happen to be at war with each other. So if you guys weren't already excited about, at least in Massachusetts, $4 gas, and depending on where you are in the rest of the country, $5 to $7 gas, and your groceries being more expensive, well, I hope that you didn't want to bank on bread and pasta being to continue to be cheap. So it's apparently going to suck to even be poor now, because you think about like, what are the cheapest things in the grocery store, right? It's a loaf of bread, it's pasta, it's ramen noodles. You know what I mean? Like the cheapest things in the grocery store are wheat products.
It's
right?
easy. Just go to rice.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, rice has too much arsenic in it, then you'll die, which wouldn't, I could think of worse things.
I'm fucking trying here.
Yeah. I could think of worse things.
And grinding out my cherry pits too.
Yeah. I think that's cyanide.
It is cyanide.
Yeah. So yeah, your loaf of bread is going to cost more. As you think about people, like I think about, like when I say poor, I think of like, when I was in college, right? What did I live off of? It was fucking pasta and it was peanut butter sandwiches. So your $3 loaf of bread that you used to buy is probably going to cost you $4 or $5 now. You know what I mean? Which might not seem like a lot, but that's a couple bucks a week. That's over time, it adds up. And then not only is your loaf of bread more expensive, well, now your pasta is no longer whatever it is. What is it now? $1.19 a box, depending on what the brand is. Now it might be $2 a box. And now it's like, well, Jesus fuck. Like now it's, people like us, it might not be a big deal, but I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that, this is going to fuck with a lot. So,
Dude, just get the lentil pasta.
yeah. That's more expensive.
Red bean pasta.
Yeah. And then
Black
also
bean
gross.
pasta.
It's gross. Tastes like shit. And it's more expensive. Imagine that, an inferior product that's more expensive. You talk about like highway robbery. Like that's probably about as close as you can get.
I mean, it generally goes that way.
Yeah. Although I will say, I forget what the brand is, but there is a brand of pasta that I've had before. It's like black bean spaghetti. That doesn't suck.
I've had black bean rotini. That's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, so it doesn't suck.
Literally fine.
I've had the chickpea pasta though, that sucks. It like disintegrates and gets like gritty. It's fucking gross.
Yeah, just generally, if I'm gonna eat pasta, I don't really try to hide it.
Yeah, you just eat it.
I just get pasta.
Yep. Yeah, I want pasta. So get pasta. Don't get fucking.
Although found a shortage of rigatoni.
Really?
Yeah, I've been having to get a lot of cavatappi.
Well, that's because rigatoni is the greatest pasta.
Yeah, it must be a run on fucking rigatoni.
Mm.
Although I did get ziti with lines one time. I gotta say, it's basically rigatoni.
Yeah, it's
You
skinny.
can't tell me, yeah, it's just a little thinner.
Yeah, it's skinny rigatoni.
It's the same thing.
Yeah. Oh, it's ziti with lines. Wait a second.
It sounds like something I've heard.
Yeah.
It's penne with straight ends.
Yeah, I don't know,
I've
guys.
heard that too.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of shit you guys are getting at over here, but I don't know. You got anything else? You want to start wrapping this up?
We can wrap this up.
All right.
So this was funny at the gym today. So when people leave shit behind at the gym, it usually doesn't get touched for a while. And then it gets annoying. So, if you leave a sweatshirt, leave it there. Try not to move anything. We don't really have anywhere to put this stuff. Plus, if someone just forgets it, I want them to be able to see it so they can grab it and go. So there's been a black North Face winter jacket, extra large. And it's been in one of the cubbies for a while. And, we try to play the game like, oh, I think that's this person's. I think that's this person's. I think that's this person's. I don't know whose it is. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, whose fucking jacket is this? And Chris thinks it's one of James's clients. It's in, James doesn't think it's his. He wears a different type of jacket, whatever. Like, okay. So Chris puts it on and James looks at it. He goes, oh, is that the one with the nip in there? And Chris like, no, there ain't a nip. It's cologne. He's like, oh, I don't know what I'm thinking of then. Pulls it out, and there's a half pint of Ukrainian vodka in the pocket.
Jesus.
So there's a couple things here.
Yeah.
One, stand with Ukraine. Got to get the Ukrainian vodka, obviously.
Yeah. It's good. Don't buy the Russian vodka.
Yeah, you can't get the Russian one. You got to get the Ukrainian vodka. So stand with Ukraine.
Yeah.
Number two, why the fuck is there a half drank, half pint of vodka in this coat pocket. Like, what were you doing that you
Yeah.
only drank half? And why was it before you came to the gym?
Yeah.
And how did you like forget?
Well, maybe
So
they
that's
were
why
drunk.
so now obviously we have to, that leads to another point. Who the fuck does this belong to?
Right. Right.
Because we train kids and we train adults.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the fact that it was forgotten in the pocket leads me to believe it's an adult who does this pretty regularly,
Yeah.
where they're not worried about the missing half pint of Ukrainian vodka.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And they don't even notice it's missing. But part of me also thinks it might belong to one of the fucking kids,
Yeah.
where
Because
again,
they're dumb enough to
because they're
actually forget a jacket.
they're dumb enough, because someone's like, oh, I don't know if the kids would like walk in with it. I go, they would be stupid enough if they
Yes.
had it in their pocket
Yep.
to walk in, go, oh shit, I forgot this was in here, and
Yeah.
go, all right, well, no one will notice, and then forget the jacket, and then forget that they forgot the jacket.
Yes.
Because that's the other thing, is adults usually kind of keep track of their stuff. Kids
Right.
don't keep track of their stuff.
No. No, of course not.
So it's going to be a kid that's more likely to lose track of a black North Face jacket that they just simply don't like give a shit about because it's not theirs.
Right.
But it's an XL, so that means it's got to be a bigger kid.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to just go through like, who the fuck does this belong to?
Yeah.
Now, I don't think we'll ever find out because the jacket's been there way too long.
Yeah.
And if it is one of the kids, that brings up a nice fucking awkward moment, which I'm all good for. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'll bring it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, hey, next time maybe finish that, or
Yeah. Yeah.
congrats on your support of the Ukraine.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Go in the pocket, you dumbass.
Yeah. Could you just send out an email and be like, hey, someone left a black North Face?
Yeah, the only thing with shit like that is sometimes then I might not get the actual culprit,
Yeah.
because then someone will be like, oh yeah, no, that's mine. Like, yeah, is it?
Right.
Like, oh, it can be. And it's like, yeah, it's not yours.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the case of the missing North Face in the half pint of vodka in there.
You know what you need to do? You need to, I would say, empty the vodka and leave the empty bottle on the desk. Like, so when people walk in, they see it, and just watch people's reactions.
Yeah. And see,
and like, it's going to be the person that has no reaction and that looks terrified.
yeah.
It's not going to be the one that's be like, what the fuck is a bottle of vodka? Like an empty bottle of vodka, like that person, it's not theirs.
Right.
It's not that. But the one person that walks in and looks and goes, like, gets wide-eyed and be like, where'd you get that from? Like, that you missing a jacket?
Yeah. The only problem is, though, if it is one of like the older guys, they're not gonna care. Like, that's the thing.
Right. Yeah,
So,
that would only work if it was a kid.
it would only work if it was the kids.
Yeah.
But then it also fucking severely doesn't work if the younger kids start getting there.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is that there exactly? Oh,
Yeah.
it's a funny joke. No, it's not.
Yep. No, we're standing with Ukraine.
Yeah. This is our support of Ukraine.
Yeah. That's pretty good, though. That is a good one.
And lost in the fact too. Chris knew that there was a bottle of something in there. He thought it was cologne because the jacket smelled like cologne, and I don't know what type of vodka it was. So he knew it was there. He thought it was cologne. James knew it was there, and it just sat there. And I'm like, this is phenomenal. Like, it's so funny. Like,
Yeah.
because people will be like, oh, like, I forgot this. I go, bro, if you forget something here, chances are it ain't moving.
Right. No one's going to touch it.
Like, it'll probably be exactly where you left it for a long time.
Unless it becomes inconvenient.
Yeah, like
It's not
if you
going to
leave
get
it in the
moved.
weight room, yeah, but if like you leave it out front, like it probably ain't moving.
Right. Which actually brings me to my final thought, because so I found out today, one of the guys that I work with, older guy, he's just a freelancer. He only works like part-time because he's retired and just kind of like helps out whenever. He's a big golf guy. And he told me today that he has been to the Masters 3 times. All 3 times he got tickets through the lottery, the yearly lottery that anyone can sign up for. It's on, is it tickets.masters.com, whatever it is. You sign up, you fill out the form, you enter the lottery, and then maybe you get picked. Now, like I said to you and Jones, he's like 70 years old. So there's a chance that when he's been 3 times, it was all like the latest, like the latest time he's gone could have been like 30 years ago. And at that point, he would have been 40. You know what I mean? Like this could have all happened like over the course of like many years. And then he could have just not gone in the last 25 years too, because he's 70 fucking years old. But he was telling me, and it was funny when you said you made the comment about shit not moving. He said that today, and he goes, Augusta is the one place that you can go, you can put your chair down, like you're just a little folding canvas chair. You can get up, you can go get beers, you can go get food, you can go to the bathroom. And then when you get back, no one touches your chair. It's in the exact same spot. And you just sit right back down where you were. He goes, you try and do that at any other golf course, and they're just going to move your shit. Like he was saying that it's wild. He goes, oh yeah, it's a bucket list thing. And I go, yeah, you're telling me, dude, no fucking shit, huh? Like it's a bucket list, obviously. But he said it's everything that you hear about. He goes, the food is extremely good. It's better than you would imagine. It's obviously really cheap, right? Everyone knows that. You go get, what is it, a pimento sandwich for like $1.75 or whatever the fuck it is. He said the beers are cheap. He actually said that going to the practice round was more enjoyable for him than watching like the regular rounds, because he said the guys are a lot more loose, right? Because it's just a practice round, like you go like on the Wednesday or the Tuesday. And he said they'll like, they'll hit the ball, they'll come over to the fans and like shoot the shit. They'll talk a little bit, like, they'll go back and forth and they'll hang out, right? They're more relaxed because it's just a practice round. And he said, he goes, obviously, like, when you go, you're going to enjoy it. But he said because he's been to both, he said he enjoyed the practice round a little bit more because of that aspect, that like he actually got to talk to some of the guys. Now, that being said, I mean, we started talking about like golf and shit today. And I do have to remind everyone, he is 70 years old. So when it came to, we were talking about the Masters, and then he was like, oh, what do you think about Phil? And I was like, I don't really have a problem with anything that Phil did. He said some words, people didn't like what he said, and like whatever. And like he didn't really respond to me after that. And I was like, here we go. And then he started like talking, and then we're like, he just kind of ignored that. We went on to the next subject. We're talking, and then he's like, yeah, well, then you get someone like a Bryson DeChambeau who comes in, and he was way overweight 2 years ago, and then last year, you looked at him, he was down 20 pounds, and you got to think like steroids could be in play there. And I'm like, oh, here we go. Next thing he's going to tell me is that muscle, you can't be too strong because it's going to fuck up your swing. And what does he say? He goes, yeah, all that muscle from 2 years ago, you can't swing the club that good. So he had to lose that weight. So he probably, if he was on steroids, maybe he got off and now he can swing the ball a little bit better. It ruins what's important is your flexibility. Like you don't have to be this bulky thing. And he goes, look at John Daly. He goes, John Daly's fat and he's always been fat. And he said he likes being fat because it's his swing and it wouldn't change his swing and all this. And I'm like, and I'm just sitting there like, all right.
You have no fucking idea what you're talking about.
From one side of this, I can look at it as from the sports performance angle, right? Because that is my background. I have a master's degree in that. And that side of me is you're full of shit. There is no scenario in any sport where being stronger is a disadvantage. None. I can think of none. Second, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about. You're an old fucking fuddy-duddy that's bad for the game. Bad for the game.
Yeah,
now,
bad for the game.
I will say he's a very nice guy. I enjoyed the conversation with him outside of that one little
give a fuck
segment of it.
I hate this shit. Like,
but
he's nice, but he's a fucking ass. Like not an asshole like a mean. He's just a fucking dumbass.
Yeah, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
And he just sits there and runs his fucking mouth. It's like, you're allowed to shut up. You do know that. Like, people fucking forget that.
Yeah.
You're allowed to fucking shut your mouth sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, you don't have to speak.
Correct.
Like, guy, you know nothing about fucking this. I fucking assure you. You know nothing about steroids. You know nothing about fucking Bryson. And if you just read the fucking lines, the reason he lost 20 pounds is because he was fucking fat.
Yeah.
He gained the weight probably the wrong way, which actually, sorry, I know he did it the wrong way. He told us he did it the wrong way.
Yeah.
He got fucking fat, greasy, slimy, pudgy, whatever words you want to use. It was all there.
Right.
And then he fucking pulled it back the same way that you've heard people like bulk or walk at a certain weight and then pull it all back.
Right. Right.
All he was doing was actually probably more classic bodybuilding, which wrong, and different. Let's not do that because I don't want to. But that's much more what he was doing. So, how did he lose the 20 pounds? Oh, came off steroids. Probably not. Yeah. If anything, he probably went on them to fucking lean the fuck out.
Yeah.
If he was going to go on steroids, it was probably after the fat phase.
Right.
It wasn't. Yeah, that's not what fucking happened.
Oh, how did he lose the 20 pounds? He stopped eating or drinking the 4 fucking protein shakes that he was drinking.
Dude, he was drinking like 7 protein shakes a day.
Yeah.
He was just like, for breakfast, it was just like bacon and eggs. I don't know how much. It probably wasn't Ron Swanson levels, but like just bacon and eggs.
Yep.
And then during the day, he would just like snack and eat trail mix and shit. And it's like, bro, you were probably eating like 2 bags of trail mix a day or something.
Yeah.
And then dinner, steak and potatoes. You got a quantity on any of that? Or
yeah.
So he got fucking fat because he was fat. When he won that US Open, he was fat.
Oh, yeah. He was fat.
And he leaned out. I mean, that's not that uncommon.
Yeah, people lose weight all the time.
Well, never mind. Like the people who fucking like gain all the weight, get up to a weight number, and then pull it back because they're trying to do whatever bodybuilding. Don't matter. Powerlifting, who cares?
Yeah,
you're right, though. That's what it was. It was he came off the steroids completely, shrunk down, and still led the fucking tour in driving. You're right.
Yeah.
You fucking nailed it.
And then, so there was another guy there. The 3 of us were kind of just like talking golf or whatever. And I looked at both of them and I was like, I can't sit here and throw any judgment. Cause then cause the Phil thing came up because Phil Mickelson announced he's not playing at the Masters this year. It's the first time since 1994.
Just so we're clear, he's definitely suspended right now.
Oh yeah.
That's why he's not playing.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear any other hot takes. Dude, they don't announce suspensions. He is definitely fucking suspended. He didn't play the Players. He's not playing Augusta. He's not playing any of these events. He is fucking suspended. and they don't announce it, and we'll never find out that he was, the same way we'll never find out that Dustin Johnson failed a fucking cocaine test. Like,
right.
he is fucking suspended right now, and that's why he's not playing.
Right. So that came up, and I was like, listen, like, I'm not going to fault anybody for taking that kind of money. And I looked at it and I was like, because obviously the one that's in the news is Jason Kokrak, right? So I was like, what does he make? Anywhere between $3 and $5 million a year. Like, I'm not going to knock him for taking $40 million. And they just kind of looked and was like, I guess if you put it that way. And I was like, yeah, no shit if I put it that way. Like, if I handed you $40 million, if a Saudi prince walked into this office right now and wrote you a check for $40 million, you wouldn't take it? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, we did that exercise.
I know.
And especially Kokrak, who said, he goes, I would take that money and I would retire by the time I turn 46 so I can watch my kids grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's what it is. It's him saying that. Yeah. Is the same as him supporting the Saudi government. You're right. You fucking nailed that one.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbasses.
Yeah, but it's funny to see, like, I don't know if it's the generational difference, but it could be.
Oh, it is.
It could be, right? Like, I sit there and I say what I say, and then he's like, oh, no, it's not that. But like, he didn't say it like that. Like, he didn't like cut me off and be like, it's not that. But like, we just had differing opinions on it, basically, is what it came down to.
Yeah, well, it's the like the golf groups. Obviously, it's older guys and guys I play with at Sharon.
Yeah.
Like, I know these guys and they ask me my opinion, whatever. And I know what I'm going to get, and I know what they're going to say, and I know how it's going to go. Like, they all hate Koepka. Why do they hate Koepka? He's kind of an asshole.
Right.
But it's like, oh, Tony Finau. Oh, I like Tony Finau. Yeah. What do you like about him?
Yeah.
He's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Why? You're watching golf.
Yeah. He doesn't win.
You're not watching nice.
Yeah. No, he's just he's a nice guy.
Yeah. Have you met him?
Yeah.
What if he beats the fuck out of his wife?
Yeah.
What if he's delinquent on all his payments?
Yeah. What if he doesn't pay his taxes?
Yeah. What if he's mean to old people? But yeah, I mean, so it's like you hear, like, it's fucking it's just like an archaic way to think, and it's just fucking dumb.
Yeah.
But that's golf. It's so stupid. Like, for as bad as like the golf issues are here, there are still some courses in England that fight over sock color and sock length.
Sick.
Like, you can't wear black socks. Now, in fairness, if you're golfing, you shouldn't be wearing calf-high black socks with like basketball shoes. Just a bad look. You look like an asshole.
Right.
But like, I don't even own white socks.
No, I don't either.
But mine are all ankle cut. I don't have anything higher than ankle.
Yeah.
But then it's like some courses, if you want to wear shorts, you have to wear knee-high socks. Like, they still do that shit over there.
That's insane.
Yeah. At least over here, we're at least arguing about hooded sweatshirts and like, does it meet?
Yeah.
Like, dress code.
Yeah. All the tour guys do it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's not. See, this is the hard part, because they go, oh, it's not dress code. You can't wear a hood. Well, dude, all it says is a collar shirt is required. But if you wear a pullover because it's cold, a pullover doesn't have a collar.
Right.
So technically, pullovers are in violation of the collar rule. Oh, no, that's outerwear. How is the hooded sweatshirt any different?
Right.
No, it's just different.
Yeah.
It's just different.
No, it's just different.
You're just a fucking asshole, because just because someone has a hood on the back of their shirt doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. People are fucking dicks.
So bad. Yeah, soon enough. I mean, Sharon's open now. Soon enough, I'll be fucking right in the thick of it with all the morons.
It'll be great. All right. Well, that's going to do it for us. So big shout out. Thank you to grillyourassoff.com before we wrap things up here. Go to grillyourassoff.com. Use a promo code sarcasm pod to get 15% off your order every single time you check out. You get and everything that's in the cart too, whether it's the seasonings, the barbecue sauces, the pickles, the t-shirts, hats, whatever it is, mugs. You get 15% off of everything. Promo code sarcasm pod. Wow, I struggle busing. You can get us on Instagram at sarcasm speaks pod. We're on Twitter at sarcasm_speaks. The Facebook page is sarcasm speaks. Our website, sarcasmspeaks.com. Again, I'm not going to have my my WGC Dell Technology match play article up by the time it starts, so it won't be there. Hopefully I'll have one for the Valero next week. And yeah, stay tuned. We're going to try and get Ian back again for that Masters preview show. And I think that covers all the bases. So until next time, good night, everyone.